What's up, UConn fans? Mediocre Dan here, breaking down some more game film for us. Today, taking a look at the Creighton Blue Jays. They come into Storrs for a nationally televised game on Fox. It's going to be a battle, a fantastic contest. Don't let the fact that they have a 9-6 record distract you from the fact that they are a really good basketball team. 18th in the Ken Palm, 27th in the net. Statistical sites love them, and there's a reason for that. This team is loaded top to bottom. In their starting lineup, they can beat you in a ton of different ways. Both sides of the ball, they're a really good, really well-coached team. Let's take a look at some of those players that we're going to be seeing in Storrs against Creighton. First, I want to start with Arthur Kaluma. He made a run at the Big East Freshman of the Year last year, an award that actually went to his teammate Ryan Nemhard, but he is a fantastic player. He's going to be another tough defensive assignment if we choose to go to Karaban. He would be considered, I guess, their power forward, their 4 position, even though he's a little bit undersized and his skill set is more of a slasher, driver, guy who could shoot a 3-ball. He knows how to draw a foul, one of the best in the Big East at getting to the hoop and creating contact, almost 4 free throw attempts per game. He's a 67% free throw shooter. He can shoot the 3-ball, like I mentioned, 34.5% from deep. He has NBA range. This whole Creighton team has NBA range. They're not afraid to throw up a 30-foot three-point shot if it's open. So he's going to be a handful for whoever draws that defensive assignment today. But another guy I want to focus in on is who I like to call their X factor, Trey Alexander. He's averaging 12.7 points per game, just like his teammate Kaluma. He is their best by percentage-wise three-point shooter at 44.8%, almost 45% from deep. On volume too, 1.73 attempts per game. Knows how to get to the hoop. He's a fantastic free throw shooter, 81% from the line. And then another thing that he's really good at is his ability to feed the post. He can get the ball down low to Cockburner very efficiently and very effectively. So that's a weapon that they'll use possibly with him and Cockburner in tandem to get some easy looks around the bucket. And then I keep mentioning his name, Cockburner. He is the reigning defensive player of the year in the Big East. He is with their whole team on both sides of the floor, starts and ends around 15.3 points a game, 7 rebounds, nearly 2 blocks, shooting an insane 76% from the floor, dunks the ball a ton. Super athletic guy, can run the floor, get out in transition. He can step out for threes, 4 of 10 on the year, 40%. I mean, he doesn't shoot a ton, but he has that in his arsenal. He's a great passer out of the paint. And then, of course, on the defensive side of the ball, he knows how to get a block. He is going to be a handful. Like I said, 1 through 5, this team can match up with us position by position, and we are going to have to play a good basketball game if we want to come out of this one and end the losing streak today. Now, I want to really quickly look at the defensive side for Creighton, because something that Greg McDermott has done a fantastic job is limiting UConn and their scoring in our offense over the past 4 games. They're on a 5-game winning streak against us, but ever since Boatnight went off for those 40 points during the COVID season, he's really had the D put the clamps down on us. The highest field goal percentage game we've had against them was 40.9%. The best we've shot from 3 over the last 4 games was 30.4%. 59.8 points per game in our last 4. I mean, how have they done that? First of all, he's taken out our shooters. So Tyler Polley, obviously our best 3-point threat over the past few seasons. He was only 3 of 14 for 3. That's 21% on 3.5 attempts per game and over 20 minutes per game. So he's just taken our shooter out of the game, make other guys beat us. And speaking of other guys, our Big East preseason player of the year, Sanogo, he struggled against Koch the last couple games. When Koch has been the center, he's only 9 of 26 from the field. And the reason for that is Koch will force him to catch the ball further away from the hoop than Sanogo likes, making him take those tough over-the-shoulder hook shots, keeping him away from the hoop, and then letting Sanogo just settle for some jump shots from the 17 to 19 foot range. Really not ideal shot, not high-value shots. So hopefully now that Sanogo's out of the three-pointer to the arsenal, we see him maybe step a few feet further out and have some open looks from 3 today. But it's going to be a battle on our hands. This is a really well-coached Creighton team. They are hungry. They know that their backs are against the wall. They need to start winning games if they want to make sure that they're locked for March, which I think they will be when that comes. But it's not going to be easy. I mean, no test going forward in the Big East is going to be an easy one for us. So I do think we can get this done today. It just starts with playing some little better defense, stop fouling, stop being so handsy, and then on the offensive side of the ball, just having some of those shots that haven't fallen the last few games, just get them to fall for us. And it should be a good opportunity for UConn to end the losing streak and get a win. But thanks so much for checking out my video. Like always, retweets, shares, likes, comments, they go a long way. Go Huskies. Let's get it done in Storrs today. I'll be back with another video ahead of our game against Marquette next week.